Get to those details, new details revealed in the top secret JFK files. Overnight, thousands of classified documents about the Kennedy assassination becoming public, but some of them blocked by President Trump for national security reasons. Our chief national correspondent, Tom Yamas, is at the National Archives in Washington with all of those details. Good morning, Tom.
Amy, good morning. This is just a sampling of some of those documents released, everything from FBI interrogation memos to receipts to even CIA plans to kill Fidel Castro with poison pills. There's so much information in these documents. We poured through them overnight, 2,800 documents in total. Some of those still remain secret, and there's so much material here for people who like conspiracy theories to cherry pick and build their case. This morning, thousands of documents shedding new light on the investigation into the assassination of JFK, but also adding to the mystery of what happened in Dealey Plaza on November 22nd, 1963. The newly released files show an effort by investigators to chase down every lead. This FBI memo from 1964 disputing claims assassin Lee Harvey Oswald was an FBI informant, finding he was never paid money or ever assigned an official symbol number like a code name.
There is Lee Oswald. He's been shot.
On the day Oswald was shot and killed, just 2 days after Kennedy, this memo apparently from the head of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, demanding public doubt be dealt with, saying he wants something issued so that we can convince the public that Oswald is the real assassin.
Assassins need payrolls, schedules, times, orders. This was a military-style ambush from start to finish. This was a coup d'etat with Lyndon Johnson waiting in the wings.
The film JFK and its fictional plot surrounding a conspiracy to kill Kennedy fueling even more speculation, and in part leading to the Assassination Records Collection Act of 1992, which required all federal assassination records be released before today. What experts want to know is if the documents, some still secret, will show Oswald was being tracked in Mexico City 7 weeks before the assassination and mentioned his plan.
It was the middle of the Cold War, and we could find out if they heard Oswald say something that was threatening against the president, and if they did, what did they do about it?
But the biggest secrets so far remain a mystery. The FBI and CIA appealing to the White House to not release documents with sensitive information. Why? A danger to national security. The CIA saying in part they needed to protect information, including the names of current and former CIA officers, and specific intelligence methods that remain viable to protecting the nation today. Now, as for those documents still behind locked doors at the National Archives, they're mostly from the CIA and the FBI, and President Trump has set a new deadline, 180 days from now, so those documents can be reviewed to make sure they can hopefully release them eventually to the public, Amy.
And Tom, as you mentioned, you and your team have been poring over these documents throughout the night. Does anything stand out to you?
Amy, when you go through these documents, you do notice a common thread that investigators were trying to chase down every lead. There was a memo I read from 1964 that showed there was a dollar bill in circulation in the U.S. that had a threat written on it against the president. The Secret Service found that dollar bill. And then there's another memo from 1976 outlining a new CIA policy. And it says the CIA will no longer get into contracts with American clergymen or even news correspondents. Amy?
Oh, that is interesting. Wow. Tom, George here. Well, another thing. So in 6 months, we're likely to see several thousand more documents come out after the review. Some will probably be held back as well. But the conspiracy theories are really never going to go away because so many other documents are either missing or destroyed.
It's so true, George. But even with all the documents they released, there are so many names in there, so many espionage tactics, everything the FBI was working on, the CIA was working on, all this intrigue. I mean, it really reads like a spy novel. And I invite everyone to kind of check this out on their own on the Archives website because it is truly incredible, but also dealt with one of the darkest chapters in American history.
Incredible stuff.
All right, Tom, thank you so much.
The mystery continues.
And it will.